Yeah, I know what you're thinking. I know exactly who you've listened to. Some idiot out there who told you how to make $1,000 a day with ChatGPT. That's not going to cut it, and that's never going to work. Never has, never will, and doesn't. This is all you need. Inside here is the answer to the magical dreams and the secrets of fairyland: money. Now, that is very similar. I can't open this box. To a fidget spinner. Now, in order to make money, you have to have a system that works without you. And then slowly but surely you scale it. And then it becomes a flywheel with electromotive force that accelerates into you making $1,000 a day, at least. So I'm going to show you how to turn $100 into 1,000. Now, it doesn't matter whether you're living in the United Kingdom, big up, or in the United States, go and enjoy your McDonald's. Or if you're living in South Africa, where we have a terrible currency. Or if you're living in Japan. Or if you're living in China. Or if you're living in Mauritius. Or if you're living in Isle of Man. It doesn't matter. So long as you have the equivalent of $100, we're going to make it into 1,000. Now, firstly I need to tell you what happens if you don't have $100. Some of you don't have any money to start with. I'm speaking to you. You have zero. You don't even have any money to buy these books. You have flat zero. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to the nearest shopping center, the nearest mall, the nearest mom and pop shop. You want to go to the nearest garage station and ask them if you can have a job. Say, can I please clean the shelves? Can I please clean the toilets? Can I please be a waiter? Can I do something to get some money? Because you aren't looking to how to make $1,000. You're actually looking how to make money without any effort. And unfortunately, that doesn't work. And I thought that I wanted to make $1,000. And these people tell you ChatGPT and YouTube automation and Forex trading and crypto trading and buying this and doing this. It doesn't work because you need money to start. And anyone who tells you you don't need money to start is a damn liar. Because maybe you need $5, maybe you need $10, but sure as hell you need an idea and a little bit of money. And if your point is how do you get to $1,000 a day or how you make $1,000 from $100, well, you got to have $100 to start with. Here's the thing. Would you rather have zero and always be hoping for a dream that ChatGPT is going to magically make money rain down on you? Or would you actually get a job, listen to what I'm saying, and actually go from zero to something? Even if it's $0 to $10, $0 to $100, it's still more than zero. So get all these stupid ideas out your mind. You want to go from $0 to $1 million. Well, you better get to $100 first. I have a guy who I was helping named Demise. He's part of my subscriber network. You know, there's that little link at the bar. He clicked it. And he said, can you please teach me how to do drop shipping? I said, don't worry, sir. I'm going to show you how to turn your 600 Rand into 1,000 Rand. And that's what I'm going to tell you to do. But first I told him, before I show you how it works, show you what to do, tell you how to think about it, I need you to get a job. And guess what he went out and did? He was on zero. Zero. He lives in South Africa, one of the poorest countries, and unemployment's 40%. When you're unemployed, you're earning zero. So this guy was at zero, part of that statistic. Imagine being part of a statistic. And I said, Demise, please can you go get a job? Guess what he reports back to me a week later? Sir, I got a job. I said, fantastic. I'm going to show you how to turn that income from the job, $100 into $1,000. So that's the first category of people. I've just shown you if you go from zero, get a job. Doesn't matter what it is. Now we're here. Okay, this is the start, the middle, and the end. If you have a job, you already are ahead of 95% of people because most people, especially you guys, are probably at zero. So if you have a job, you're at somewhere. What did I do? Okay, I was flat broke. I had nothing. And then I got a job. Okay, I was very lucky because I managed to get a job with a cold calling company. That's what that crappy computer's doing there. Because I phone and 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 I get paid per hour. I don't want to forget about commission job. Commission job is nonsense. You need basic. You need to have that stability. And from there, we're going to build it. So now, how do you turn $100 into $1,000? That's why you're here. That's why I'm here. And that's why I need to show you how to make a flywheel. Now, if you ever watch one of those scam commercials, they tell you you can use electromotive force and you don't need any power. This is a perpetual motion machine. Well, business is sometimes like a perpetual motion machine. Why? Because you need to set up the system where energy comes from the external side all to you. So think of a car, okay? Does a car just operate on itself? If it has no petrol, can you just turn it on and it goes? No. The only reason that car can move forward is because you're taking energy from external sides. You're taking the petrol in. You're taking the cog in. You're taking the light metal chassis in. If you have a Ferrari, you're taking the carbon fiber in. You take everything in. In fact, when you're on the highway, in order to go from this speed to go on this speed, if you're in a Bugatti Veyron, or you're inside of a Lamborghini, or you're inside of a Ferrari, or you're inside of a Porsche, or a Mercedes-Benz, or whatever car you can, Hyundai Tiburon, with a dual exhaust system, you are using the wind power behind you to go and increase the speed. Have you ever seen those guys, those professional cyclists on the Tour de France? They're going on their bike like this, and they're pedaling, but the only way they can get so fast, in fact, there's a famous video, the guy in the Tour de France, what he did was he was losing. What he did was he went straight on the bike, and he made himself aerodynamic like an arrowhead, and then boom, he went straight in, like I just nearly hit my head on the wall. So you need to get energy from external sides. How do you do it? Well, it's flipping. Simple, pimple. You got to buy and sell. Let me give you an example. You want to make money? You take all of the books that you can find and you go and sell every single one of them on Gumtree. Put it on Facebook. Put it on eBay if you can. Put it on every single site you can and just get people to see it. And here's the thing, the more products you have, imagine now you add on more books. Well, that's more customers. Then, what if you do something where you add, no, it fell. What if you add in more books? And what if you add in more books? And then what if you add in even more books, like even more? And I've got too many. But the point is, the more products you have, the more you're going to sell. Listed on every single site, and there ain't no way you're not going to make money. I was walking inside of a shopping center, and inside this iPhone shop, wasn't really iPhone, it's kind of like a game shop. They had Xboxes and PS4s and a lot of phones. I said to the guy, look man, don't really have much money, but can I please resell this phone for you? I was inside a shopping mall. I was there with my mom. It cost me nothing. He said, no problem. Go and resell the phone. I took a photo of the phone, put it online, and I've actually sold it. I made another video, which is like a 20-minute long-form video, where I showed exactly. But the idea, it doesn't matter where you are. You're going to get a job, and then you're going to resell. I want you to go to shops. Say, I work online. I can resell your product. Can I resell your inventory? You meet the owner. You negotiate a special price, and you list every single item that they allow you to do. You can do the same thing on second-hand shops. You can do the same thing with physical retail shops. Negotiate a good price. Put it online, put it on every single shop, and there ain't no way that you're not going to make money. Tell them, I'm going to, for example, a car. Let's say you went to a car dealership and said, I'm going to list your car. And you take this Mercedes Maybach is $2 million. You put it on, and then you make a sell. You say, I'm going to take 10%. So you get $200,000 like that. Maybe you can't sell cars because you need a license. Maybe you can't sell airplanes or Boeing jets because you need a license. But sure as hell, you can sell books at the bookstore. You can sell toys for the toy store. You can sell wallets for the wallet shop, and you can definitely sell cell phones for the cell phone shop. So use your brain, use the thinking. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. This is the mindset that you need. How to turn $100 into $1,000. I've done this so many. How the hell can you get so many books if you haven't done it? I've done it. And I'm telling you right now, it works. And if you think it doesn't work, well, then you haven't done it properly. I've gone to shops and I said, I will sell your phone. They had an iPhone 11. I just told you about the gaming shop. I put the iPhone 11 on and it's sold. It's so damn simple. It's so damn easy. You don't have to own the stock. You don't need to have any money. You can do it. It starts from nothing. You can get a job to earn 100 Rand or $100 if you need to have petrol money. In fact, you get in the job just so you can have the discipline so that you're able to go there and load the products. You're not even getting the job for the money because you don't need so much money. You just need enough money. You can walk there and make friends. It's about making friends and networking and helping them, and they help you. And next thing, you're making money. Boom, ba-dum. So that's how you turn $100 into $1,000. Now go out and work. Stop listening to me. Stop listening to everybody else do ChatGPT, YouTube automation. It's nonsense. You got to go out there like a fisherman with his cooler box and his bait and tackle. And you got to just throw. You got to throw and you got to just try and reel it in. Throw and reel it in. Load a product and reel it in. put on a book, read it in. Go to a shop and ask them and read it in. It's a numbers game, it's a rates game, it's quantitative, and it's easy. So go out and freaking do it!